Merry Meetle! Oh my days. We finally have a day here in Melbourne where it's not, but it's still very windy and yeah, got stuff everywhere. And it's still like ice in the morning, but we're getting close to midsummer and we just have not even had a summer, not even spring. Hi puppy ducks, what are you doing? And slowly making inroads. Hi babies. So I'm just going to do a quickie post. Well, actually it won't be a quickie post, be a bit of a rambly post, not as in having a ramble, but just going in a few directions of things. My babies! Oh, you're so darn stinking cute. Oh, Suna, your little whimpers are so cute. So do I let my ducks just run around? No, I don't. If I'm outside for any stretch of time, yeah, I do. Only because I like to keep an eye on them. Make sure no eagles fly by and decide to take it off of a duck dinner. You know, they come in and sleep inside in the office every night in a big chest, and they come out every morning. Yeah, what's going on? Freak, where'd you go? What are you doing? You're so cute. Yeah. Anyway, so I've got quite a bit to do in the garden. And it's been killing me to not come out here and, you know, keep going with what I've got to do. But what do you do? There's only so many hours in the day. And hey, Merlin, Bridget. But you know, we're getting there. I basically have had to, well, kind of two things. I had to, but also I kind of wanted to swap rooms around because I needed to make better use of lighting. Also temperatures, better use of temperatures. I want to do a series on basically how people can literally make their home a Duat. And it will be Euro centered, FNO centered, but you know, it's easy to swap out aspects that are, you know, of the European diaspora for what is your own. So, you know, look, at the end of the day, the root of the European or ethno-European tradition is all around nature and the seasons. And if that is not at the centre of your tradition, if you're from outside of that ethnos, it's no mind to me. But obviously some of the aspects that I recommend won't work for you, will they? So be your own judge there. But oh my days, where do I start? Look at my elderberry. Oh Marilyn, look at that. Oh darling. So I moved here in October last year. Everything was such a struggle, and it's been a whole struggle being here, which brings me to, you know, why things are a bit over the place. And I like to have everything in order, so it's pretty hard on me to live with that. But I've had to deal with mold, damp, raining in the house, and like for nearly a year now, just constant shit. And so that's the other reason why I've got to move things around in the house, not just because I want to. Now, you know, once you live in a place for a year, you get to understand the seasons and also the lighting in the house, natural lighting and all that sort of thing. So you can't really draw judgment or calls on where you're going to do this and that, because until you live in it throughout the seasons, you know, you can't really. Anyway, back to this. So back to my elderberry. So usually I'm pretty stoic and pretty consistent on pruning back, crossing branches, things like that. But I really wanted my elderberry to just go. I wanted to do her own thing before I started getting snipper happy. Because everything in here, like even my lemon mayor, like I didn't even, you know, it's just recently got the buds and flowers, and now we'll have lemons. Just everything has been a real struggle. sometimes, you know, it's funny, isn't it? Sometimes when things are a struggle, we immediately try and, how do we get out of this? How do we fix it? How do we, and I'm not saying this of everything, Marilyn, but I think sometimes in life, instead of trying to get out of it as quick as you can and to diminish the pain or stress it causes you, I think sometimes life is actually calling you to lean into it, you know, and there is no way out of it. You just got to go through it. And the chatter in your mind, in your soul, that's saying, oh, do something about it, blah, blah, blah. If there isn't anything you can do, you have to sometimes, I think, mute that and just get on with it. Just push through. Because, you know, just like the seasons, sometimes you just need to go through that stretch of time with it, for whatever reason it is, you know. On the other side, there will be things that wouldn't be there if you hadn't gone through that. You know, if nature hadn't gone through that, it wouldn't come out the other side with the results of what it, you know, whatever it is. So I think sometimes we think we're a lot bigger than what we are on an individual basis, on a collective basis, and nature's very good at putting us in our place. But also situations in life, you know, just coming in from other people as well. Sometimes it's just not within our control. And the best thing to do is just ride it and just, you know, set yourself up and get into an opportunity where you can get out of that. But meantime, you know, all the self-talk of, oh, this is shit, this is horrible, what am I going to do? It's not going to help you, is it? Is it? Is it going to change the situation? Nah. It's going to drain you, demoralise you further, and put you in a position that even if an opportunity came up, you wouldn't be able to take it because you're already defeated. Yeah? So I'm actually going to... Aren't they gorgeous hearts? Sorry, my rooster, Marilyn. Marilyn! Look at that. So I'm going to be making some elderflower cordial, and I have about 2 jars of elderflowers dried from previous seasons, but I like to have at least about, to be honest with elders, I like to have about 10 jars in a year, because I dry the flowers, use it in crafting work, but also I use it to make cordial in baggies, in ritual and all that sort of thing as well. So oh yeah, I don't have my boots, I got my Uggies on. Yeah, I don't want to dirty my Uggies. Mr. Merlin, you want some cookies, buddy? Gosh, those are the magic word, cookies. I probably should have. I could have called Marilyn Cookie Monster. Are you a cookie monster, Marilyn? I think you are. You're a cookie monster pretending to be a rooster. Hey? They're so fluffy. They're such a broody breed. He was in the red house trying to sit on the eggs. It's just a very broody breed. If you get silky chickens, doesn't matter what egg you put in there, they'll sit on it, the girls. But it seems the boys like to do it too. They're very broody. That's what they mean by broody. They'll nurture everything. But I have a lot of work to do in here, like I said. But I think the most pressing thing for me to do in here, and finally new shoots, my yerba mate, and it was just doing so poorly, but now it's doing really well, like 200%, just better than what it's ever been. New berries coming up, the cutting I did, weir cutting, and perfume tunnel. So the other thing I need to do, so in the garden, I've got so much to do. I've got to tidy up my garden. This is sweet pea. It literally smells like the most yummiest perfume. So I'm walking, but my hair is actually down to my knees, and it's windy, so it keeps flying in my face and annoying me. I probably should put a beanie on, or anyway. Look at those pea buds. Spuds. Pea pods. But look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that stunning? And my broad beans. So projects I really need to get onto is, this is a 3 metre tunnel. I'm going to make a 6 metre tunnel. Put this 3 metre on the other side and make this a 6 metre. Hey babies! I obviously need to get a whole lot of seeds going, but the most immediate things I'm doing is I want to finish doing this path all the way to the back door. Hey babies! Oh! Have a cuddle. Come here, cuddles. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Oh! Where's my cuddles? No! I'll get you later. Yeah. Oh, look at you wagging your tail. They're looking at the camera. Oh, Fawn, you're such a hornbag. I know what you're doing. Trying to jump on Freya. It reminds me of my days. For a few times in a row now, in the same week, I've come into this run for the ducks, and I find a dead sparrow. Miss Ginger Freya over there, she's living up to her name. She kills them. She's like protecting her territory. She doesn't like having too many sparrows hanging around in her coop. So I caught her in the act, just boom, pretty much grabbing and flipping the sparrow to the ground in one fell swoop. Oh, Fawn, he's such a, he's literally the green man. He's just trying to, oh, can you, sooner, sorry. Freya, no, Fawn, will we get a whistle? Good duck born for the day. But yeah, so the female ducks, so Freya is definitely the matriarch of the group. She literally, yeah, she just boom, picked up the sparrow, grabbed the sparrow, picked him up and flung to the ground, dead. Like literally neck was broken. And like, so I was wondering what was going on. So, you know, and the other day too, well, the other day, pretty soon after I got Sooner, the white peaking there, I caught Freya jumping on top of her as if she was mounting her. But female ducks can sometimes do that to other ducks because they want to say that they're superior, that they're the matriarch of the group. Freak! We don't need two of you. Freak! No pulling her feathers while she's being mounted. Woo! Freak, can you not pull her feathers while Fawn's on her? Oh. What are you doing? Don't pull her feathers, Bubby. I know you're getting into the mood, but she's already being mounted. You don't need to pull her feathers too, Mr. Freak. So now you're okay, Bubby? No. Anyway. So yeah, I want to do this entire path, but I also want to get some more red paint because I want to paint up these Besser bricks because they're going to be planters. So I want to finally start getting into the planters around the coop. Mint is really good for growing around your coop because it helps with any smell. Because you get chicken smells, and you know, it doesn't matter how clean you are. So you want to plant herbs and flowers and things that will, you know, work with what you got. So at least when I get the chicken coop one started, I do need to get more bricks, but that can be later. But if I can at least get this planted up, I'll be happy. But yeah, I just want to finish this pathway all the way up to the door, do some tidying up in here, do some major harvesting. Like, whew, my stores and my apothecary are so low, big time. I've literally not had a year of normal, you know, harvesting routine and all that sort of thing because of all the, again, what can you do with the time you got? So these are the berries of my German Josterberry. I got this German Josterberry, or Josterberry, which is fine. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. They're so funny. Zoomies, zoomies. Wah, 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 wah. You can see your green noggin. You see your green noggin. Such a dude. Hey Merlin. It was so funny. Merlin's been getting lessons of the boys, the ducks, male ducks, drakes. I was watching them mount the girls, and so he straight away got to the hens, and he tried to do it exactly the same way they were doing, like grabbing the back of the neck. It's so funny. So anyway, I finally have my berries on the Josterberry, and I have grown this one from a stickling, and I'd say this is going on to 3 to 4 years old now. The first time I got berries. Love it. And I've already made cuts. I've got cuts here, cutlings. One here, one there. Got about 6 cuts, 6 pots. And pretty stoked about that. They're a real tart berry. Look at all the berries coming up on the olive tree. It's a Luciano cultivar, and again I had, you know, getting to the season, then I had to move, and no olives for that year, and then no olives for the year gone because of getting here, and now finally getting berries. Look at these snow peas, aren't they gorgeous? Snow peas, sweet peas. I love sweet peas. The smell of a sweet pea and the flowers are just gorgeous. I actually like to dry the flowers, and I love all the different colours, and I use them in my bath, my blends. Beautiful Benjamin buttons, or bachelor buttons. Cornflowers. They're stunning, aren't they? I love them in cakes. But yeah, I'm going to do some head collection. When they look the shape of a heart and they're nice and full, that flower head is ready to harvest. I need about 12 to 14 of these flower heads to make a nice big batch of cordial. I can only see, I'd say, well, that was not quite ready yet. That one is. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 heads. It's true. And I could do that one too, 5 heads. Definitely. Now I got the hiccups, sorry guys. About 5 heads there. I could probably do half a batch, or just take 5 and dry them. So the really cool thing about drying your flower heads of elderberry too is that you can actually make cordial from dried elderflowers as well. They don't have to be fresh. And I literally 2 tablespoons, oh sorry no, to get my calculations right, with the quantities I make, I can literally use 1/4 cup that's really compact, or 1/2 cup of loose, to make my batch of elderflower cordial. And it does take quite a few heads to make a dried quantity, because as you know, when it's dried, it's, you know, at least 4 or 5 times less the size and volume of it's fresh, because of all the water it's not holding anymore. So this is my basket. So here's another elder I've planted here, and another one there, and there's one there. I'm going to do cuttings and plant them all the way down this strip. Now, kind of brings me back to the topic of having to move. So I don't have to move, but there's a lot of things in this place which is not good. Like, you know, I had damage to my mattress and slats of the bed because of the water damage, because the roof is not watertight, or just all these things. I can't see how, and man, when we get into the next winter or deluge, troubles, you know, again. So I'm just going to continuously have headache while I'm here, but I still have in my head that I want to finish at least the intention I had on doing the groundwork of the landscaping here. I don't have to, I know that, but want to finish that. I don't want to leave half unfinished. And I also have a lot of things I want to do personally. So getting a car, getting my license. That's all Majorum. Isn't it beautiful as a ground cover instead of fucking grass? Because we're French. You know, that studies out the way. You know, my social media stuff all up to date. I've got a few things I want to do. Moving's really stressful, and I'm permanently disabled. And yeah, it takes a good year for me to recover physically, and then also to get on top of things time-wise, because I do so much, you know. So I need to get on top of, well, back on track with so many things that I'm just going to have to grin and bear it, you know. It's not ideal, a lot of things. Hello, my babies. Oh, we love you. Yeah, my crackers. What is it? You're looking at the camera going, what's that? What is this? What is it? It's a weird square thing. Yeah. I don't know. Look at your pretty colours, Fawn. Yeah, look at that. See the gorgeous green? Hope the camera's picking it. Hi, puppy. Soon. I'm trying not to kneel because I've got white tracksuit pants on. I know. Hey. No, my little curly whirls. No, curly whirls. No, curly whirls. I love the curly whirls and the drakes. They got this like woo little moustaches on their tail. Hey, baby. Okay, some more noodles. I'll go some more. Yeah. I'll go make some more noodles. Noodles. Yeah. Free. My blackbirds. I've got a couple of families of blackbirds here, a couple of tribes. They're so cute. Oh, Suna, are you eating something you shouldn't be? Oh, days. Suna. I don't know how, but if there's a piece of rubbish or plastic, they will find it. Hey, honey, it's okay. Oh, I know. You can't help it. Yeah, I know. You want some noodles? I'm going to get some dandelions. Ooh. Their favourite thing is eating dandelions out of my hand if I find a bushel. Let's do some weeding at the front. You coming? You coming? You coming? Oh, I love duck chatter. Oh, there's nothing like duck chatter. Yeah, I've got to tie the vines up a little bit better. So these are broad beans. I definitely want to do, I'm moving on top of everything. I definitely want to do a newfangled listing and stratagem to make the best of the changing that we're having here in the Southern Hemisphere. We're literally turning into the Northern Hemisphere. The severity and the length of winters and cold, it's literally like living in England. It's like a English summer. And if people don't change their growing ways, there is going to be no food. There's literally no fruit being harvested this year. We haven't had spring. We haven't even had the normal summer. This is one of the few nice balmy days we've got. And I don't think it's man-made change, the way that they market it. I do think it's man-made, but not because of people's habits of going around in boxes on wheels. I don't know how much I can say here without getting in trouble, so I'm talking code. Dandelions. Fawn! What about go? What is it? Yeah, so it's an opportunity. Certain ethnicities do better in different environmental factors, and You know, my folk and I were made for this. Hey guys, come here. You know, the lightness of colouring, etc., is what helps us, you know, absorb all the vitamin D that we do, and makes it better for us to survive in almost impossible icy cold conditions. So, hello, Bubby. He's such a gentleman. Look at Frig. He's just waiting for them to have their bit. Hello, Bubby. Why so beautiful? Yeah. You're so pretty. Oh. Freya. Isn't she gorgeous? He's such a ginger meg. He's such a ginger meg. He wasn't too freak. Oh, it's a freak. Look, he's such a freak. Oh, that's a freak. Oh, Suna. He's a freak. Yeah. Here you go, puppy. He literally make sure everyone else eats first. Such a sweetheart. He was the biggest dog out of the 3 siblings. And, oh, which we got there? Where you going? Oh, is he? I love you. Yeah. Little green man. Yeah, little green man. Boop. Boop. What is he? Oh, pop, 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 pop. Oh, what is he? Oh, they're all looking up at the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a stork. Or is it an ibis? We have a lot of ibises flying over. When they fly over, the ducks always look up and wonder. Sooner. What is he? They can hear something. No, Papa. Baby girl. Yeah. Oh, wow. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Bit of a all over the place update here in my room garden. But, you know, I'll get there. Onwards and upwards. Just go through it all. You can't do much about what you can't do much about. Just focus on what you can. If it's just routine and repeating routine that you need to repeat, then so be it to get through. And lastly, I'm going to take advantage of some of the sunlight and do a few rounds of this piece of work I'm working on. What is it going to be? I've got another yarn crafting post I want to do soon, and I will do an update on some crochet pieces I'm doing. I do have a beanie I'm knitting, and the pattern's the first time I've used it, but I'm changing a few things on it, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, stay tuned for a yarn post, but I thought I'd do a bit of an update here in the Rune garden in Ballarat, in the tide of summer, Bealtaine. In your autumn. Oh shit, no, you're in your mid-autumn. Oh, sorry, what am I talking about? You're in your winter. Samhain's winter. He'll be coming to Yule soon, Midwood. Anyway, blessed be Mary Park. Sorry about the wind. Stay safe. Bye for now.